Now to more COVID news. Texas is suing the Biden administration and the CDC over the enforcement of its federal transportation mask mandate. And that's just a month before it's set to expire. The lawsuit filed by Attorney General Ken Paxton and the Texas Public Policy Foundation challenges the constitutionality of the mandate, with Paxton claiming the policy violates the individual liberties of Texans. The mandate was put into place by the administration back in February of 2021, and it's been extended several times since. This comes as we've seen more and more states start to loosen those mask mandate protocols on their own. NBC News national security correspondent Ken Dilanian joins us now with the latest on this. Hey, Ken, good morning. So walk us through this lawsuit, what exactly Texas is arguing here, but then also why it's coming nearly a year after the policy went into effect. And as I mentioned right before, it's set to expire, though it could be extended again.
Good morning, Savannah. This is a federal lawsuit filed in the Northern District of Texas in Fort Worth by the very conservative Texas Attorney General and a Republican member of Congress. It's funded by a conservative think tank, and it argues that the CDC exceeded its legal authority in imposing this mask mandate, and also argues that there's no evidence that masks actually prevent the spread of COVID, the interstate spread, as the lawsuit put it. And it points out that this is a mask mandate that applies to people who, whether they have COVID or not, whether they're vaccinated or not, and it says that that's improper. As to why it's coming now, we can only speculate. The political climate for masks certainly has changed. People are growing tired of wearing masks. The issue here, though, this is a pretty narrow mandate. It's not a national mask mandate. It's a mandate on transportation conveyances, airplanes, trains, taxis, Ubers, places where people are in close proximity. So the legal standard here is probably different from other kinds of more broad mask mandates. Nonetheless, though, this is going to be something the Biden administration is going to have to fight in court, Savannah.
Now, Ken, you mentioned this, but this is this federal mandate, the key word there being federal, that Texas is going after. And as I mentioned, it's happening as we're seeing these mask mandates lifted across the country at the state level. What's the significance here of Texas choosing to challenge a federal mandate?
Well, for one thing, they could make future law. If this reaches the Supreme Court, it could have implications for federal action in future pandemics. It could sort of outline the limits of federal authority. And it's coming at a time where politically mask mandates are increasingly coming under challenge. In the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, for example, blocked a mask mandate in schools there. So, you know, it's just another sort of legal battle here that could have implications for how the government deals with future pandemics.
And Ken, this actually isn't the first time that the state has sued the Biden administration over COVID protocols. How did those cases turn out? What were they about? And what does it mean potentially for the future of this lawsuit?
Right. Well, Texas was one of the states that sued to block the Biden administration's vaccine mandate on all employers. And as you know, the Supreme Court struck that down in January, giving Texas and other states a victory. That obviously was a much different legal issue, a much more expansive use of federal power there to mandate that all workers get a vaccine as opposed to wearing a mask. But scholars have said the legal issues may be similar in the sense that the Biden administration, for example, never attempted a national mask mandate because they didn't think they had the authority there. The question in this lawsuit will be, do they have the authority to mandate even on airplanes and in taxis and on trains, Savannah?
All right, Ken Dilanian, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.